Of course, I go 10-5 the week that it doesn't count.
Right.
11-5, whatever. Bullshit.
Are we live?
We are.
Oh,
we
good.
go.
Well,
Great way
you
to
should have
start.
told me. You should have told me. You know, you always say, "I'll tell you." Way to go, Doc. That one's on you. All right, we ready? Hey, hello. It is the Go Birds podcast presented by the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app. You love to play, you play to win, you bet. Bet Parks. Eliot Shorr-Parks,
What up?
James Seltzer, the Bet Parks Picks pod.
Mm.
Favorite pod. Get to pick every game, get to talk about things we never get to talk
Except
about.
for when we pick every game
Bro,
wrong. Then it's not as
I
fun.
might
of
have
a
to
pod,
pick without
yeah.
you. I went like 11-5
I know.
without you.
Yeah.
And then disaster. Now, to be fair, 9 underdogs
9
winning
upsets.
outright was not upsets. 9 underdogs winning outright.
Now,
I
do you
think
think-
there were like 11 underdogs that covered.
Does that mean that all the favorites win this week?
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the
This
NFL.
league, man, I tell you.
This
This
league,
league.
the ebb and flow of
Yeah.
the NFL, my friend.
So you just checked the lines this morning. Is the Eagles still? Are they still +3?
It's
Is it
gone down.
more?
No, it's gone down.
It's gone down.
It's
Okay,
2.5.
interesting. 2.5. All right. Good. All right. So AJ didn't practice yesterday.
AJ's not playing.
AJ's not playing.
Well,
AJ
told
is not
Lisa
playing
Salter.
yet.
But
Yeah.
of course, we know that Nick Sirianni's gonna be like, well, we'll see.
Yeah, it doesn't
That's what
matter.
it
what
does.
Nick
You
says,
could-
yeah.
AJ Brown could be in a full body cast,
Yes.
unable to move any of his extremities, and Nick would
Agreed.
be like, well, he might be out there on Sunday. Like, come on, man.
What
We
I
know.
do think's interesting is, and I get why
Real quick, do you think the team was mad at AJ for telling Lisa Salters that? Or annoyed? They're probably a little
I
annoyed.
think, yeah, I'm sure they were like, why?
I'm sure they were like, bro, why'd you do that? Like, what do you think?
100%.
Like, keep it tight.
I don't think like the team's in any position to be mad at AJ.
You
No, I
what
know.
mean,
I'm
but they were
just
probably like,
kidding.
hey,
yeah,
next
yeah.
time we like just for we as a team clearly
Right.
believe that there is some sort of advantage to
Correct.
withholding information, so don't do that.
And especially with a hamstring, where in theory New Orleans could think
You
he's
never
gonna
know
play.
with it. Yeah, it could. Yeah,
yeah. But
but
no,
I think you said it the moment the injury happened. You were like, hey, bye week 5. I'm just saying, makes a ton of sense.
dude, I
think
wonder
you're worried about
why
past
they
it.
didn't put him on IR. Like, I get not doing it because, like,
Well,
who
I
cares?
think-
Like, why risk some lower level player?
Well, I
on-
think they didn't put him on IR because they believe he'll be back after the bye week.
yeah, but that's
No,
for the bye week.
no,
doesn't
you would have
count.
to. No, bye week doesn't count as a game.
It doesn't. Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, that and also even then they would have had to put him on IR before last game.
That's what I'm
It-
saying.
But the Cleveland game would still count. The
Okay,
bye week
so I
does
thought
not
it was
count as
4
No,
weeks,
it's 4
games.
games.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. You sure? I'm just curious. You
I'm
sure
not
about that?
100%
Okay.
sure, but I'm
It is.
almost. I
It
thought
is.
so. I was
Okay,
like
yeah. All right.
98% sure.
Then that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, but man, it would really suck. if he
Yeah,
didn't
I
play
think it's a
this week.
great sign that he'll be back after the bye. That they didn't
Yeah.
put him on the IR. Most likely, we've seen them make mistakes with that before.
I mean, if he's not
Alshon,
back after the IR, I mean, sorry, after the bye
yeah,
week,
I agree.
that would
Then
that would
that's
be
a problem.
bad sign.
That's a
A
problem.
bad
All right.
thing.
Well, speaking of bad, let's make some picks.
Let's do it. It is interesting the line went down. I mean, it's only half a point, but
Something.
from 3 to 2.5 is
It's
it's
notable.
a big half a point.
Notable.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive in. Tonight, the frisky New England Patriots have been pretty tough, man. They won their first game,
Eagles
went to OT
preseason,
against Seattle.
Eagles joint practice win.
They're
Looking better
in
and
New
better.
York against the Jets. Would you like to guess?
In New York against the Jets. Jets coming off a win. Jets -4.
6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So Patriots not getting any respect. or
No,
anything. Yeah.
no.
I will take the Patriots.
Me too.
Yeah.
That feels
Plus
like too many
6.
points.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
For a
scarred-
Thursday night
Scarred
game.
from last week, but
Yes,
yeah.
Thursday
agree
night
with you.
game. Jets didn't blow out the.
No,
Titans.
it was most of the
They're
game.
gonna
They
be
weren't
missing
really,
Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go Jets. I mean,
and they already don't
Patriots
have a
plus
pass
6.
rush to begin
Yep.
with. Yeah. All right. Nice. I like it. We're on the same side, which, sure, that's good.
Yeah.
Bears at the Colts. Interesting line here.
Bears at the Colts. Colts -2.
1.5. Nice guess.
Mm.
I might even gone closer to a pick. I don't know what to make of either of these teams right now.
I'll pick the Bears.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Bears too.
Yeah.
I think the Colts might be bad.
Yeah, the Colts are not good.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson will always have that throw.
Probably not ready.
Probably not
He's
ready,
got
yeah.
an arm, but
Yeah.
he is played out so far like exactly what you would expect.
Yeah.
From a guy who was the 4th pick in the draft because he's got a bunch of physical tools, but has started 18 games
Unbelievable
prior in his life.
throws, unbelievable
just, like,
misses,
so
unbelievable
exactly
runs,
on
already
brand.
been hurt. Yeah, it's like you could not be going more on,
On
brand,
brand,
for Anthony
exactly.
Richardson.
All right, so we'll both take the Bearskis plus 1.5 in that one. I don't think that's a
No, I don't think that's a parlay.
no parlay game so
And
far.
we don't do Thursday night.
we do
although
not.
I do kind of love the.
Yeah, but it's
But
there-
it just ruins the parlay.
there is nothing worse than your parlay being over before Sunday
Right,
starts. So we
yeah.
will not do that for everyone. All right. The Broncos at the Buccaneers. Next week's Eagles opponent. So the
I think
Bucks
this is
going to be 3-0.
one. The Bucks are going to be 3-0 exactly. Bucks minus. Whew, is this double digits? Bucks minus 8.
6.5.
Okay.
Went too high.
I would take the Bucks. The Broncos blow, man.
The Broncos do blow.
And the Bucks, I think I've said this before. We might need to readjust how we view the Bucks.
I think the Bucks are solid.
Yeah, I think they're more than solid. I think the Bucks are very good.
Last year. I thought they would win the division.
They're very good.
Like I don't think they're very good. I think they're solid. I think they're like, here's where I'm at with the NFL.
I mean, how many teams in the NFC
I've been thinking about this a lot.
Better?
Well, I just don't think there are many good teams.
Right, but
I think there's a lot of mediocre NFL right now. Like and I think there are no great teams. I think there right now and probably this season, I think there will be 0 great teams in the NFL. I think there'll be some pretty good, some very good, whatever. Like last year. Last year, there was not a great team. There wasn't. The Niners, I guess, were the closest thing, and they lost in the Super Bowl to the Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, to the Chiefs.
Right.
Like the Chiefs were certainly not a great team. Like Patrick Mahomes is great.
Right.
Reed is great. Travis Kelce's great. They were not a great team.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a great team this year. That's my prediction.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that in comparison to the rest of the league,
I think the Bucks right now
are definitely not like a fake fraud team. Like,
I don't think so, but I don't think the Bucks are.
I think they'll make the playoffs and probably win a playoff game. Like if you're in the final
last year,
8
I don't know. Yeah, I just think that our level of I think it's a lot less impressive to me to get to the final than it used to be in terms of what I think of the actual teams against. Yeah. But regardless, I am going to take.
I'm taking the Bucks.
I know you said it.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take the Broncos to go against you.
Which means it'll be the
You're way too strong.
Now, let me ask you this. Would you rather have the Bucks win or lose?
It's a great question.
Because if they're 3-0, you have to think, like, are they really going to go 4-0?
Exactly.
But if they lose, they're not going to lose.
They're coming off a loss. Back-to-back games at home.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather them win.
I think you'd rather have them win, too. Yeah, I think you want them 3-0.
NFC opponent, though. That's the other thing, too. Seeding, this, that.
Yeah, I think it helps Eagles, by the way.
I mean, like, in reality, like, to a potential NFC playoff team, the answer should always be I want the AFC team to win. So I guess I want the Broncos.
I do think it helps Eagles and Bucks games at 1 o'clock.
Ah, sure.
Yeah. I don't think you want that in prime
time. Why?
I just think they're more likely to lose in prime time. I think it's harder to play in an away game.
But they won the opening game of the season in another country in prime time.
I'm saying, would you rather play an away game at 1 o'clock or prime time?
I would rather every single Eagles game be
I know, but
not just for me, for the team. Like for me personally,
I'm saying it's better for the Eagles. It's a 1 o'clock.
I think it's better every game is 1 o'clock. Yes, I agree with that.
But I think you'd rather play a home.
The Eagles.
You'd rather play a home game in prime time.
I would
not you. I'm saying the team.
No. I think I would rather the Eagles always play at 1 and just have a standard schedule where they could do the same habitual.
You don't think there's an advantage to a primetime home game?
It clearly didn't have much of an advantage.
No, I agree. But I'm just saying in general.
I don't think there's more of an advantage to a primetime home game than a regular.
I always feel like it's a better atmosphere.
It might be more jacked up and stuff, but I don't know if that matters for the Eagles team.
Yeah.
And honestly, and we're seeing it with these lines, like I don't know that home field advantage matters the same way it used to, outside of a few places, like maybe New Orleans or whatever.
Yesterday, by the way, they practiced in the bubble and they had the music blasting.
Going to be ready.
They're going to be ready for the noise.
They're
definitely a silent count.
NFL's weird, man. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. All right, Packers at
the line is weird too.
I know.
If you want to do, we'll get to it. But
Packers at Titans.
Packers at Titans. Malik Willis revenge game.
Yep.
He had a quote.
By the way, did you see his quote?
I was about to say.
I think it's one of the great answers I have ever heard.
What did he say? Like I got paid either way or something?
No. He was like, I will never think that way. He's like, the Tennessee Titans drafted me, gave me a chance, started my NFL career. I am so grateful.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It was, and whether he believes it or not, it seemed like he did, but who knows? It was the perfect answer to the, and it wasn't necessarily a gotcha question, but it is a potential bulletin board type question. I thought he gave the perfect answer a quarterback should give. I was so impressed.
I agree. So there's another part of the quote that I thought was funny when he was like, I got paid, which is like a good,
Yeah, he was like,
like I made millions of dollars.
Gave me millions of dollars. And that was part of the whole thing where he's like, listen, they gave me millions of dollars. They gave me my start in the league. Like,
quick side note. I think we have to give Devin White some credit for how he's handling this. We talked about like Devin White being a potential, is he going to be a problem in the locker room? Like, He's been awesome with handling this. And also he had a quote. I tweeted. I don't know if you saw it. He was asked like, has Vic Fangio told you what you need to do to play? And he goes like, no. He's like, maybe he'll tell you.
So okay, so I cannot rectify what you just did. You said I think he's handling.
I think he's handled
great.
it great. Yeah,
and then you just gave an example of where he questioned and basically crapped on a coach. In
right. But I'm saying I think it comes
horrible.
No, I think it comes across poorly for Vic.
No, I think what you just said comes across poorly for Devin White.
I disagree. I disagree. But like, I think this.
I mean, Tucker is looked over and was like, "What the hell was that?"
No,
I know
look,
Tucker
that answer. But I guess what I'm saying,
a horrible answer.
In the
say, hey, listen, I'm going to keep my conversation. What a good teammate, a good Eagle would say is, "I'm going to keep my conversations with my coach private."
Yeah, that would have been a better answer.
Of course, anything would have been a better answer. But I think that's clear. A horrible answer. I can't believe you just said it.
He's handled it.
I think overall he's handled it fine. Like I don't think he's been bad. Like I understand he's frustrated on it, but your example of is the worst possible answer you could have given.
But like the Vic Fangio thing coming off of Miami.
It might not work. But that's not a good answer. I don't care if you like Vic or not. Like you're an Eagle.
That answer wasn't great, but overall he has handled it amazingly, in my opinion.
Horrible example. Just a disastrous example. Like, say anything with that. All right, Packers Titans.
Packers in Tennessee,
Bay, right?
In Tennessee. Okay, Packers -2. Titans
-1.5.
Wow. All right, no Malik Willis respect there.
Well, not surprised.
I'll pick the Packers.
I am too. I'll take LaFleur in this one. All right, Texans at the Vikings. A battle of 2-0 squads.
Texans at the Vikings. Texans -4.
2.
I'll take the Texans.
I will too. I don't like that we're on the same side of all this.
Sam Darnold, maybe.
I said this.
Yeah.
I everyone's like, oh, he's not. This is more for fantasy conversations we're having, and hence the Justin Jefferson thing in the draft. Shout out to Team Emily. Oh, by the way, Mr.
One
crap talker.
Yeah.
Shout out to Emily beating Kristen.
I think
smoking ever. I mean, awesome.
Awesome. Emily had an all-time week. Like all of her people had
massive week. Yeah. Massive week. But I said, I'm like, people are like, oh, he's not going to be able to. I'm like, Sam Darnold's competent. Like, he might not be a great NFL quarterback, but in terms of like, can he get the ball to Justin Jefferson? Yeah, you can definitely get the ball to Justin Jefferson.
We'll see if Justin Jefferson plays. I think he will.
Apparently, he's going to.
Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah. All right.
That's all the reporting has said he's going to play. I'll take the Texans too, but I wouldn't be. I just can't see the Vikings being 3-0.
Yeah, agreed.
But I do think it's only 2. I think that's an interesting.
It would be an interesting year if like all the teams that were supposed to be bad, not supposed to be bad, but like the Bucks, Saints, Vikings.
NFL, man. Again,
but that bodes poorly for the Eagles.
I don't think we can make. We have no idea how it's going to play out yet.
Right.
But the NFL is weird. We talk every year, like half the playoff teams don't make the playoffs.
Right.
So stuff happens that we don't expect. Again, heading into 2017, none of us thought the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl, and then there was like a dominant team that won the Super Bowl.
Quick side question: we don't have to get into it. I just want a percentage from you. What percentage are you the Eagles will make the playoffs?
They'll make the playoffs?
Make the playoffs.
I don't know, like 80.
Okay.
5, something like that, somewhere in that range. Where were you at?
I'm probably close to you. I would probably go more like 70, but I'm generally with you. I'm just curious where you're at.
Yeah. I'm not like 100.
Yeah.
All right. The Chargers at the Steelers. Another 2-0 squads just battling.
By the way, Justin Fields. I knew he'd be better with a new coach.
Look at you.
By the way, yeah. There was another quarterback I thought was such a perfect example of that. But I can't remember right now. All right.
Like Gino?
No, not Gino. It's a current quarterback that everyone said. Oh, Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young probably blows, but if you put Bryce Young on the Dolphins, I'd just be curious to see.
I think anything would be better than him in
Carolina with no weapons.
I think Bryce Young's.
I
think you don't got it.
I agree.
Again, I said it coming out. Like we were all in on CJ Stroud comparatively, but I just can't like there's small and then there's too small.
He's a small guy.
I think he's too small.
But by the way, dumb decision.
He's the smallest guy to ever get drafted like that high as a quarterback.
It is a dumb decision by the Panthers to bench him though.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it makes no sense. What do you
go?
You're gonna hope you win 5 games?
In the league already.
I wonder if the whole locker room
like the only that
has to be the only reason.
The only thing is like they total revote. Or I guess you could argue like we can't evaluate the other players on the team because it's so bad.
Maybe.
But like
I agree. It makes no sense.
It's ass. I mean, David Tepper has in 5 years, 6 years, whatever it's been since he's taken over.
He's been a disaster.
Not just a disaster. I think he might be the worst NFL owner I've ever seen. Now they figured out over time, guys still start bad. Daniel Snyder comes to mind, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think David Tepper is like so far Daniel Snyder level of bad outside of the illegal stuff that Snyder, who knows
Right.
what kind of horrendous stuff was happening. I'm talking just in terms of managing and running your football team. Tepper's about as bad as we've seen.
Would you trade for Bryce Young if you were the Dolphins?
I don't believe in Bryce Young. So
Give
no.
up like a 5. They probably wouldn't do it.
I don't believe in Bryce Young.
All right, so
but like if you're the Dolphins, I mean
like Tua might be gone. Like I don't know.
If I'm the Dolphins, I cannot expect that Tua will play. He
Right.
he probably will, especially with all the like how messed up it is with like the money and like does he get paid and this and that. But like you certainly can't count on it.
Yeah. All right. What was this game again?
This was the Chargers at the Steelers, which has nothing to do with
any of that.
Justin Fields and then it just
Justin
went
Fields,
off the rails.
Chargers at the Steelers. Chargers -1.
Steelers -1.5.
All right, so I was off on this one. I'll take the Steelers. Chargers don't feel like a go the other coast and win a game type of team yet. Steelers at home.
Jim Harbaugh, you don't think so?
Justin Herbert.
I'm with you. I like the Steelers. I've said I think the Steelers might have the best defense in the league. I like the Steelers defense. Yeah. I'll play on that. I hate that we're on the same side. We're gonna go horrible.
Well, good news doesn't seem like we're tracking. Doesn't seem like we're tracking this year. So
Ned and Stokes just not.
I don't know where they're at with that.
Disappointment. All right, Giants at the Browns.
And
we have not had many. I know there are a couple 2-0s here, but these are some brutal games.
Browns -6.
Browns -6.5. So close.
So they clearly no one. They rightfully so don't believe in the Giants.
Yes.
I'll take the Browns.
I'm gonna take the points.
I think that's probably the smart move. I think the
Giants are really bad, but I mean the Browns do not.
The Browns are so inconsistent, but the Giants are such hot trash.
The Browns just squeaked by the Jaguars by 5, and they should have lost. I don't know. I think the Giants are worse than the Jaguars. The Jaguars might be bad. Doug could get out again.
Doug back next year?
No. I mean, don't you think? I mean, unless they make the play, I think the Jacksonville Jaguars have to make.
No, I mean with the Eagles. I was kidding.
Oh, yeah. Well, Belichick's gonna be here, so how can Doug be here?
Be such a disaster.
I mean,
we don't have to do it right now.
Nah, I'm just saying.
I would have so little interest in Bill Belichick as a head coach of the Eagles.
I mean, I don't want to talk about someone else while Nick's still here and all that, but like in a vacuum, like forgetting the Nick part of it, like if they do struggle, because I don't want them to struggle, so I want them to win. And
we get but if they had to hire, in a world where they had to hire a new head coach,
I couldn't be more.
Oh my God!
That good
I just can't believe after the Matt Patricia thing.
So okay with the greatest coach in the history of this sport coaching.
I would rather make I'd rather make Michael Clay the special teams coordinator. I'm not even kidding. I would rather.
Ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. I have no interest in bringing Bill Belichick and his whole like staff and aura and like all he does. Like I have no interest in bringing him.
I'll take that.
All right. It might happen. So it'll be interesting. Yeah.
Joe said this on the other day, and I fully agree with him, and I've thought it. I do think one way or another, Bill Belichick is going to be coaching an NFC East team next year.
Yes.
Whether it's the Giants, the Cowboys, or the Eagles, one of those 3 teams will be, if I had to bet right now, I'd bet on it being the Giants just because I think that's the Giants will have a head coach opening. He has the history there. The issue is, does he want to go there now? A ready-made team.
But the issue with the Eagles is like, I mean, I think if you hire Belichick, you have to give him full control. And like,
no, they won't. They won't.
They won't. So I'm saying,
I actually don't think Belichick's looking for. Maybe he'll take it after. I think Belichick just wants to go and break the record and get some wins and all that.
Oh God, I forgot about the record thing, which is
bring Bill
so
here.
God,
oh man,
God, I hope Nick wins.
Well, I do too.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna happen. We'll see.
Yeah. Look, the bye week sets up nicely if you're going to replace a coach. I wouldn't do it.
They're not going to do it that quickly. You think? Hold up. You think 1-3 they could move on?
I don't know.
Wow.
If they're 1-3, what if they get boat racing next 2 weeks?
Well, if they get boat race, that's a different story.
Yeah.
They lost by 1 point.
I'm just,
in the end of the
game. But like the way they lost, why I don't blame Nick. You wonder what Larry thinks of the 4th down decision.
Mm-hmm. But wait, which one? What do you mean?
To kick the field goal instead of go for it. And the whole
just
thing,
in general,
the whole thing Nick said yesterday, like my chart said to kick it.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a little bit of defiance.
Our buddy Shioka Bhatia tweeted,
it's like the chip I don't have.
No,
that's what it reminded me.
He said for the vast majority of NFL owners, this wouldn't be a thing. He's like, for his particular owner, this is going to be
my only counter is
I don't know if not.
Larry knows how Nick feels.
I agree.
It just felt like a defiant
but
quote,
yeah, it just felt like screw you guys. All right. Should we save the Eagles for the end?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we know what we're picking.
Do we?
Well, I know what I'm picking.
I know what you're picking. I think everyone listening knows what you're picking. Mr. Panic is clearly
Yeah.
It's over. All right. Aforementioned Carolina Panthers on the road heading to Vegas to face the
all right. So I think this is very
Raiders.
clear. The Panthers will win this game. I mean, right? Like,
I mean, Andy Dalton does give them.
Andy Dalton is like whatever you think of the decision, he is an average NFL quarterback.
He is I don't know if he's average anymore. I think he used to be average.
Whatever. He's
below average now at this age, but he is a serviceable.
He's competent.
Serviceable.
I'm gonna go Raiders -4.
5.
I'm gonna take the Panthers.
I can't do it.
It just seems so clear.
No, you're right. I think this is a good call by you. I can't do it. I'll take the Raiders. I can't do it.
Are you tracking these, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just.
We don't last week too. You don't.
Do you really want to? No, I don't.
You have the answers?
I don't.
Yeah.
What is it?
No.
Well, tell me what I did.
Yeah,
tell me what I did.
We did that more or less.
How many games were there last week?
We don't want to know. It was
16,
really bad.
Right?
We picked a bunch of
3 and 13.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Did you really need to hear this?
You don't have to hear us. I'm just curious.
4, right?
All right, 4 and 12.
12. It's great.
It's a weird week in the NFL.
Is it really worth
this league? Yeah.
This league. All right, I'm happy. All right, let's keep it rolling here because I don't want to hear I did because I know it's somewhere in that vicinity.
Right.
So, yeah, I went 11 and 5 the week before.
So you say?
I did it on the pod. It's actually on the record.
Yeah.
I think you only got 3 right.
Ooh, I knew
You
I
guys
did.
disagreed on 1.
Yeah.
And you picked the Rams.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, and I should have picked the Cardinals. I
Yeah.
remember that. We were going to pick them together, and I just
Yeah.
did it to be different. Either way, I went 11 and 5 the first week. It's all right. Only the first week counts. The second week doesn't.
Right.
That's the way I'm looking at it. Second week didn't
Still
even
preseason.
All right. So I'm taking the Raiders. You're taking the Panthers.
Yeah.
By the way.
I
mean, if you're listening to this, these lines, you can get every single one of them on the BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. Not only that, the amount of people part of the BetParks team: Mike Quick, Seth Joyner, Jody Mack, Rob Ellis, Joe Conklin, and yes, these two right here, Eliot Shorr-Parks, James Seltzer. We are the BetParks lineup. BetParks, the official sportsbook and online casino of the Go Birds Pod. It's the only sportsbook and online casino that we use, that we recommend. It is the best out there. BetParks has an amazing kickoff offer. I can't believe this is still possible, but it is.
Especially with
New
more
customers.
information. Like,
That's
it's
what
good
I mean.
before the season,
But
but
here's
now
the thing. It's almost over. This is it. If you're going to get in on this deal, get it now. Get a 50-1 odds boost. Yes, 50-1 odds boost on your pick to win this year's Pro Football Championship with the BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. New users, here's the deal. Sign up now, make a deposit, and receive a 50-1 super odds boost. Yes, 50-1. BetParks.com has all the terms and conditions. Kansas City, San Fran, Baltimore, Detroit, Philadelphia, New Orleans.
Although, honestly, at this point, with
New
the way their
Orleans,
odds are dropping,
Tampa Bay, who knows? Bet on the favorites.
Yeah.
Download the BetParks Sportsbook and online casino app now and get your 50-1 super odds boost. Plus, you can enjoy live casino action 24/7 with live dealers on your phone anywhere you are. It's amazing. So much more. Limited time offer. Again, really limited. Get in now for new customers only. The 50-1 super odds boost from BetParks. You must be 21 in New Jersey, Michigan, or Maryland. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's keep rolling here. Elliot, next game. The Dolphins at
the Bryce Young led
the
Dolphins.
Seahawks. The Skylar Thompson.
Skylar Thompson, yeah.
He was good in that one playoff game, remember?
Yeah, I think we romanticize it a little.
I'm just saying he was solid.
Yeah.
They lost by 3 points. I was thinking
it was the Bills.
33 or
Weren't
something.
they behind big? And then
yeah, it was 36-33, I want to say, or something. It was a close game.
Seahawks -3.5.
4.5. Nice job. That was good.
Yeah.
I would have gone higher.
Yeah. No, I think the Dolphins still get some credit there. And the Seahawks aren't that good.
No. I'll take the Seahawks.
I'll take the Seahawks, yeah.
Okay, we agree on that one.
I think Mike McDaniels is the most overrated coach in the
NFL. I don't disagree. I mean, but
obviously it depends on where you
have
rank
come. We could definitely go back through
For
the
sure,
archives
100%.
and see you come on this pod and say Mike McDaniel's the future of the NFL.
Yeah,
I love this.
Now, I don't
guy.
know if I was ever as in on him specifically,
You
but
have been-
the
you had a
head coach play caller.
You had a
I've
moment
changed my
with
mind.
Mike McDaniel
Yes.
specifically, I remember.
I
You were
just think
super
it's
into
funny how Nick gets like all these hot seat criticisms, and Mike McDaniel's just living the dream down there in Miami, like not winning anything, choking away divisions, offense is fraudulent, and it's like, well, he's So yes, I agree, overrated head coach.
Oh, definitively. Okay, so hold on. Let's see. Okay, I was gonna look up our old text and see if I had one of you.
I'm sure at one point I was in on Mike McDaniel's.
No, but I'm with you. Look, he has not done it.
I'd rather have Dan Campbell. That was probably the take I had. Like, I would rather have Dan Campbell.
For those who are not watching the video, my arms are in the air.
Now,
my greatest victory in this.
We'll see Dan Campbell without Ben Johnson eventually.
But
will we? Regardless, I'd rather have Dan Campbell.
Yeah, all right. Let's keep it rolling. I think the game of the week, personally, for me, other than I guess you could say Eagles Saints,
Yeah,
I
the
guess.
boat
I don't know.
race, that's-
I think Ravens Cowboys is the most interesting game of the week,
in
especially
Dallas,
with an
right?
0-2 Ravens team going in there desperate.
They have
Obviously,
to win
Cowboys
it.
getting boat race in the
Yeah,
last one.
it is a good game.
It's a great game.
What time is it?
It is a 4:25 one, which is great. It means we can watch it after the Eagles.
Yeah,
I
hopefully
guess
I'm back.
we'll be doing the quick pod
Yeah,
right after,
yeah,
but even
yeah.
then we probably should be all right. All right. Your guess on line in Dallas.
Ravens -1. Boom.
He did it.
There it is.
He did
There
it.
it is.
He did
There
it.
it is. There it is.
Dang.
Finally.
Ravens.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys
At home. I knew you would.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Ravens. But
that's a good point. Could they go to 0-3?
I just don't see any way the Ravens are 0-3. And also, I legitimately, and look, the Eagles might not be that good either. I don't think Dallas is very good.
No, I agree.
I really
Yeah,
don't. I think
Dallas
they're fine.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they suck.
And I don't think the Ravens are great again, but I think the Ravens are better than we've seen. Look, they almost beat the Chiefs. Like if Isaiah Likely's feet is an inch shorter,
and they almost beat the
Chiefs.
Raiders.
So I think the Ravens.
I'll take the Cowboys, but this is like a toss-up.
Yeah, it should be.
This was certainly
I think the
not
line's right. I think it's around to pick them. That's smart.
Yeah.
But all right, let's keep it rolling. This is another interesting one. I actually really like this game. I'm intrigued to see what's real, what's not. The Detroit Lions, the Dan Campbell-led Lions, heading into Arizona.
Ooh, I was so in to take the Cardinals this week. That's a tough one.
They boat raced the Rams,
and they're wearing the black helmets, which are cool.
You're all in on Kyler,
dude. Could you imagine if Gannon won a playoff game this year? Like, all right,
maybe though. I like the Cardinals.
I like they're a likable team.
I thought they would be better than people thought. Yes. I do. Yeah. Look, I like James Conner a lot. I like Marvin Harrison Jr. as a football player.
It's a football player.
I don't know anything about him.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a personal. I might like him. I just I like James Conner. I've known him longer.
Right.
I think Marvin Harrison Jr. looks awesome as a football. I don't know anything about him. He seems fine.
Kyler, when
no
he's at
issue
his
with
best,
him.
is awesome.
Kyler's fun to watch. I don't know if he is
I don't think through 17 games.
dedicated.
I saw a tweet. Like I guess
the Call of Duty.
It's
like October 5th or something. He's like, oh, well, we can know what this is. I mean,
I'm gonna go Lions -2.
3. I know you've only got one, but
I think I've been on par with
really
a lot
close,
of these,
especially because the lines are weird now. Like it seems like
a lot of road favorites.
Feels like they're only giving the home team like 1.5 points now.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Whoa, I love it. So
at home,
if this were 3.5, I think I might go with the Cardinals. I'll take the Lions just because I don't see the Lions falling to 1 and 2. But
do you see the Cardinals falling to 1 and 2?
I think the Cardinals are coming off a big win against a division opponent who's kind of owned them, the McVay thing. I think they're probably riding a little high. Lions are coming off a bad loss. I still think the Lions are one of the best teams in football. I think they show it here. I really like the Lions here, but obviously you go the other way. All right. My point being, if you were on with the Lions, I would push for this to be a parlay game. That's much.
Yeah, I'm fine with still doing it. I don't feel. I just want to root. I want to root for the Cardinals.
We already have enough games. We're on the same side.
Yeah.
All right. Niners at the Rams. Nice little salve for the Niners after last week getting a completely destroyed Rams team. Feel bad. Shout out to Uncle Rick.
By the way,
so our guy Uncle Rick loves to come to these parks every week.
Yeah,
always there. Great, my Uncle Rick. I love him. He's the best guy in the world.
Dresses
I love him
nicely.
He had 2 futures bets that he was really, really excited about.
The Giants.
One was the Giants, just because he was like, it's like 400 to 1. He was like, I can't remember what it was, but he went and bet it at Bet Park with us. And the other one that he actually really liked because he thought it was like a real good bet. Like, he's like, how are the Rams 50 to 1? He's like, this team's better than that.
Now it's early. But
it is, but it could not be going worse. I know, for Uncle Rick and his futures.
Well, before it's worth, the Niners also decimated with injuries. No Debo, no.
You're right.
McCaffrey.
We have not talked about that. Yeah, the Debo, McCaffrey, those are big injuries for them. So,
I'm gonna go Niners -3.5.
Ready for this?
Ooh.
7
in LA.
It is Niners -7 in LA. Now, to be fair, it will be.
I mean, Matthew Stafford's playing.
It will all be Niners fans there. Like in LA, it'll be a Niners home crowd. No one goes to Rams game there.
I'm taking the points.
I am too. It just
7
like
points in a divisional game. The Niners are banged up too.
Yeah. Now,
to be clear, Stafford's playing, right? Like I'm not. I
believe so.
Yet. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams.
Way higher.
I mean, 7's pretty high.
7's high, but if
when
it's
you consider
Stafford,
it's the
Cup or Nakua, it would probably be like a double-digit line.
True, but I'm just saying it is also in LA. Now you're right. There's probably not even a point advantage.
I think Chargers and Rams games, they don't get any point advantage.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, I'm taking the points.
I am too. Seems like too many. All right. We have 3 more games. Did you realize this, by the way? They're
Probably
all prime time. Sunday night, and we have 2 Monday night games this week.
Oh, really? I like
How weird
that.
is that? I do too, but it's
Yeah.
weird. All right. Sunday night, Chiefs at stupid Falcons. I still hate them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chiefs minus 5.
3.5.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I came away less impressed with the Falcons.
But did you watch the Chiefs Bengals game? I came away very unimpressed with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs. Now, the argument for taking the points is I think the Chiefs will play close to every team this year, and they'll win 12.
I think I'm going to take the points. I
Yeah,
think
it's
the Chiefs
fine.
probably win this game.
I think
by
the Chiefs
3.
win the game. I'd be stunned if the Chiefs lost this game. Put it that way.
I wouldn't be stunned if any team loses to anyone in any situation right now. Other than maybe like I don't see the Panthers going into Arrowhead and winning. But like I'm not kidding. Like we just saw it. I think anyone could beat anyone any week. Like any given Sunday.
Where did we just? Oh,
has
you mean
never
week.
been
Okay,
more real in my life.
All right.
I think. All right. 2 more. Both Monday nighters. One at 7:30. One at 8:15. The 7:30 game. The Jags at the Bills.
Oh, that's a tough spot
the
for
Doug
our boy.
Fire
Doug.
train is on its way.
I'm gonna go Bills minus. 5.
Yo,
There it is.
well done.
Thank you.
Bills minus 5.
I'm gonna take the Bills.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like the Bills.
Firing Doug would
last
be
week,
so
too.
silly for the Jags, by the way. Like, what do you like? Who do you think you are to fire Doug in season? Like, who cares? Like,
Well, they might not fire him in season.
yeah,
mean,
I
they
think
don't
Doug's
have
probably gone after this year, but
I think Doug needs to say, "Hey, Press Taylor, get the."
I agree with that.
Like,
yeah.
what are we doing here? Like,
I agree.
You got
He's
fired.
cost you one job
You
already.
got fired here because of him. And now,
what's crazy is he basically cost him twice with the Eagles.
Yes.
He cost him in season, and then he's stuck with them postseason.
It's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, last one. The Commanders at the Bengals.
Ooh.
Thriller. 2
Um.
LSU quarterbacks squaring off.
So I'm gonna take the Washington with the points here, but let me decide what the points. I'm gonna go Bengals.
I can't wait to see what you got.
I think it's gonna be high. I'm gonna go Bengals minus 6.
7.5.
Yeah, I'm taking Washington. I think the Bengals are frauds, man.
So I do too, but they're 0-2, and I think Washington stinks.
I don't think Washington.
Like the Giants should have beat Washington. Like the Giants outplayed Washington.
Right, the no kicker thing really screwed them in that.
The Giants outplayed Washington. They should have won that
Yeah.
game. If their kicker doesn't get hurt, they win that football game. It's
A
too
lot
many
of points.
It's so many points.
Jaden Daniels prime time. I'm in on that.
I'm gonna take the Bengals. I don't know
Okay.
why. It's a gut
The
call. It's
plus
probably
7.
that
You're
one.
taking a minus
Minus
7.5.
I wish it were less. I don't like it, but that feels like a Bengals line to me. I'm just
All right.
gonna go with it. All right. Parlay. We both like the Bears. We're not doing the Patriots. We both like the Bears. We both like the Packers. Jeez Louise.
I know it's a tough one.
The Texans. I mean, we just gotta pick one. The Steelers we both liked.
Take the Steelers.
I like the Steelers. So
Steelers. What was that? The Bears.
Packers. Do we want to bet on Malik Willis?
God, these quarterbacks we're betting on.
Seahawks against the Dolphins. I think we liked.
No,
Ravens.
we were
picked
just to
Dallas.
decide on that.
Yeah, we are off on both. Rams with the points.
Rams with the points.
God, this is so disgusting.
I know this is the grossest.
All right,
parlay.
so let me put this in here. Should we just do? We'll do 3.
Yeah, Rams plus the points. Wait for you to open the app here. Man, these are. I mean, at least we're betting on Stafford. Like, Stafford's probably the better quarterback in that game.
Sure. Yeah,
Arguably. Purdy's pretty good.
Purdy had a bad game last week.
Yeah,
He
I think
looked really
Purdy
good.
is definitely like
He's average.
top 12, 13.
I think he's fine. I think if he weren't with Kyle Shanahan in that offense,
I'd be
he
interested to
probably
see him
wouldn't be an
here.
NFL
Just
starter.
curious. I'd be curious to see him like in different situations.
I think if it weren't for Shanahan, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Starter. All right. So
Rams plus 7.5.
Okay. Rams plus 7. We said Steelers minus 1.5.
Yeah, we could do money lines.
Sure.
Although we don't want to do
We don't
Rams
do it.
money line.
I mean, it's 1.5. So
Yeah, right.
All right. So Pittsburgh minus 1.5. We've got. What do we say there? Oh, the Rams plus 7
Yeah,
and the Bills.
the Bills. I like
minus
the Bills.
5.
Yeah.
Or do we on money line?
No, Bills money line minus 5. I feel like wouldn't make sense, right?
Well, I'm saying, do we want to do minus 5 or the money line?
Yeah. I feel like I would rather do the minus 5.
You would.
Yeah, because it'll be better odds than money line.
Well, it would, but so we
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that those are going to blow them out.
Yes, agreed. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I wasn't sure. I'm like,
Yeah. I like
right.
them minus 5.
All right. So it's Steelers minus 1.5, Rams plus 7, Bills minus 5.
Can I guess? What is it like? Plus 280.
Plus 600, pal.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Way higher.
Way higher. Yeah, it's all favorites.
That's good.
I guess we
well,
get
no,
the,
we
well,
get the
yeah,
line.
you're right.
We
You're
did-
right. You're
It would
right.
have been less if we did the money line. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So it's pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, look, for 3 games we feel lukewarm on plus 600 makes a bunch
I
of
guess
sense.
so.
Yeah. Bet along with us this week.
Sure.
5 shekels. Throw it
Yeah,
down.
Throw some shekels in.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts.
All right. So I have a final thought, but I want to be clear before I say it.
Oh God, we are headed.
No, it's not. It's not
bad
No.
direction.
I just I like talking to people when they cut my hair. So this is not like a haircut people shouldn't talk. Like I enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy it.
Haircut
But
stuff. Good.
yeah. But here's what I think would be a nice feature for a haircut. You know, like when sometimes you get a lift, you can put like quiet where like you're. I think it'd be cool if when you had an ability to book a haircut, there was a feature that was kind of like, don't feel like talking. Again, and I enjoy it sometimes for sure. Like this is not like a shut up thing, right?
I'm with you.
But I think sometimes too, like you're just in a mood to sit and be quiet.
I totally agree.
And
Yeah.
I think the haircut person would actually also appreciate that. Like knowing, like, hey, this person.
I don't have to make small talk.
Exactly. I'm sure they don't even like to make small talk.
Well, some do, some don't. I'm guessing.
Yeah, for sure. So I think it'd be a nice feature when you book your haircut. If there was a little button, you could.
Well,
put,
so
like,
there could that would even you could take it a step further, where then the haircut places could sort it out with like, are you like to talk to people? Cool. You could be a talk person.
Yes.
You don't like to talk. Okay. You could be a non-talk.
right.
And then haircut people could actually end up in situations that they're happy about as well.
Agreed. I think
this
it's a
feels
win-win.
There's a lot of potential. with
So now I think the key
Elliot.
is to do it online though, because you don't want to walk in and be
no,
like,
and
hey,
you
do
don't
you
want to
feel
go
like
and be like,
talking today?
yeah,
right.
no. So you're a talk guy or not a talk guy?
Yeah, I think the
Oh, you don't want to talk to me?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
I think you just do on the website.
What, you think you're better than me?
yeah. I think you just go on the website and click not in the mood to talk.
I really like.
I think it'd be a fair thing for everybody.
Well, like we said, I mean, I'll re-rack my Valentine's. I'm going to save my 90s for the big pod next
Okay.
week. I'll re-rack my airplanes thought, because I brought this up a while back.
It's similar, yeah.
I don't think you should be allowed to talk on airplanes.
I like it.
I think everyone should have to read your book or watch your movie
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, airplanes should be quiet time.
I agree.
And if
I'm
you
in
want
on
to
that.
do this type of thing, like, all right, you have first class, that's fine. You should have no talk class and then talk class if you want. Like, if you really want.
Now the hardest part is like
is
it'd be hard-
separating.
Yeah,
I know.
It'd be hard to hear.
I'm all for separating on planes.
Yeah. All right. I think it would be a win-win for everybody involved with the haircut.
Elliot, I'm not gonna go past this.
I would even go as far as to say if you pick don't talk, you have to tip like an extra $10.
Sure, I'm
Like,
fine
you know,
with that
like
too,
you
but
pay
then
for-
the problem with that is then all the haircut people would just choose that. Like, if the haircut people have a
Yeah, I get what
choice,
you're
you know what I
saying,
mean? If
yeah.
it's that, I think it should be where you choose and you don't, and the haircut people get to choose if they want to be talk people or not talk people.
Right.
And that's like such a win.
Now, hopefully, the people that cut my hair don't listen to this because I.
Good point.
but
Yeah.
I'd be curious for haircutters'
So I actually don't
perspective
mind.
on
So I
this.
will say this: my hair cutter that I have now is like,
We go to the same place.
no, we don't anymore. I went to a different place now.
You're not the 24th.
Oh, I am there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So you
yeah.
go there too. Regardless, he is the best I've ever had in terms of
I agree. This is what made me
knowing
think
when
about
to
it.
talk and not. Like, the guy I have now is like the perfect amount of talking. He talks to me. It's not too much.
Right.
It's not over the top. Like, he's perfect at
And
it.
I think it's fine to be like, "How you doing?" Friendly. Da, da, da.
Yeah, we talk sports a little bit,
Yes,
and then we
exactly.
don't. And
Yeah.
then like he'll talk to other barbers while he's cutting stuff. Like, it's great.
Yes,
like,
that
it's
is what it's like there.
he,
Yeah,
he is
I'm
great
in
at
on
it.
that.
But
Yeah.
a lot of people are not. And I've definitely been in ones where it's like, all right, like honestly, I've had times where I'm like, can I just nap while you cut my hair? Like, do I really
play on
feel-
my phone,
Yeah.
text people.
Well, I will say the guy next to me when I was getting my haircut the other day was just playing on his phone while the guy cut his
Looks
hair. And I was
awesome.
like, whoa,
yeah,
like that was pretty cool. I didn't know that was
what a
possible.
treat that would be. Yeah, exactly.
I love it. It was a great time.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Saturday 1 and 3. Check us out. Call in. Sunday, like 4:10, 4:15, whenever the game ends.
Well, I can tell you exactly when the clock hits 0.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to guess.
Well, I think people will like. It's not like people are going to
Yes,
be.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm guessing it'll
They can
be
be
some-
sitting around not
in
watching the
end-
game.
All right,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I'm just trying to, maybe people are running errands and listening to
Right.
Merrill
Yeah, it's fair.
on WIP.
But they'll still know when the game ends.
Shut up. all
You
right?
just switch
Maybe
over.
there's some people who like to have a general idea.
Right.
Maybe they're planning out when they're going to eat dinner, and they're like, "All right, let's do it at 5 because the game's probably going to." Don't think about how long.
Yeah,
games
it's
are.
true. It's true. You
No,
don't
it's
think-
not. It's
No,
not.
it's all right.
not.
You're
Just
trying.
check us out after
Yeah.
the game.
The clock
moment
hits
it
0.
ends. Elliot was there right as it.
One of our first true away games. I'll be curious to see how this
I know.
works.
I know,
it'll be
especially
good.
in the scary,
Yeah.
the Superdome.
We'll
Oh my
probably start
god,
midway through the third.
can't win again.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, we didn't pick that game.
Oh yeah, I'm picking the Saints.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Okay, there we go. Now to be clear, your money line, like you're picking the Eagles to win, or you're picking them?
I'm taking the 2.5 points.
Oh, yeah, it's
why
only
wouldn't
2.5.
I? Yeah. But
Now I will say this: if we
by
were,
saying 2.5 points, it seems like I think the bye would.
I will say if we
I'm
were
just going strict ebb and flow of the NFL.
if we were not an Eagles pod, I think we'd look at that and go, "That's a weird line."
What do you mean?
Like, I think it's a Vegas line, like where it's like, I feel like it should be more than 2.5.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
yes.
like, I think this is a line. This is an Eagles
It's
line.
an Eagles line.
They want people to bet the Saints.
I'm betting on the Eagles. That's why.
Yeah, I agree. I'm picking the Saints. But
All right. Saturday 1 and 3. Right after the game, when
the clock hits 0. I feel like that could be a good saying for us.
0.
Yeah, when the clock hits 0, join Go Birds.
Okay. I like it. Look at you.
You like that, Tucker?
All full of taglines. Tucker gave the thumbs up, so we'll go with it. When the clock hits 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Come see Go Birds.
Yeah.
Until then, use item 2.